I made a commitment through my sister's invitation to make a holy hour every day in Lent. And I thought
how did she get you on board?
She sort of like saw me going to pray a little bit more, and I was asking her a lot of questions, and I had gone on a retreat with her. It was a silent retreat, and things were happening in my heart, and I sort of thought like, wow, that seems like a lot, but I'll do it. And then that turned into daily mass, and then 1 hour a day turned into 2 hours a day, turned into I don't want to leave here, turned into I planted it there. Would
you get up in the morning before work or after work? Or?
Yeah. So I had a pretty flexible schedule at this point because I had just started my own practice. And so I had finished,
your own practice
for health. So with consulting. So I finished my certification for health consulting, and I had just made the decision to pivot away from, after like 5 or so years, with this Scandinavian company, which I love. And I was like, I think I'm going to start consulting. And there was an amazing clientele. I got to work with athletes and moms and CEOs, just like a wide array of people. And because of that, I had flexibility. So I'd go to morning mass, and then I would have some time in adoration, and then I would go back in, let's say, the late afternoon, and then always in the evening. And I remember at this time, people were continuing to renew their contracts with me. And so I was consulting a bit on the side, even when I was working full time, as strivers do. And I remember thinking, why are these people renewing their contracts with me? Like, why do they need me still? Like, they should be able to do what they need to on their own. And I think what they were really hungry for was what I was really hungry for, and that was for the Lord. Like, you can eat as healthy as you want, and there's always a way to eat healthier. You can lift as heavy as you can, and there's always a way to get stronger. You can manage stress, and you're still sometimes unable to get to the max, productivity. And so I just invited people to consider what I was doing, and that was to pray more. And that felt kind of crazy.
I was reading Aquinas. I think it's his commentary on the Beatitudes, where he talks about how physical goods, or the goods of the body, cannot make us happy, because he uses an analogy like a ship is not meant to just stay pristine. It's meant to go out in the ocean, and we weren't meant just to have great bodies where we're really fit, we sleep well, and it's like that's just to maintain you in order to then do the next thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so I reached out to my sister when this was like things were really moving in my heart, and I said, I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I can't leave prayer. Like, something's happening, and I can't explain it. And she just sort of like exactly what you just did. Like, good. You're right where you need to be. And so I spoke to Father Barry Brom, a very close priest and friend of mine, and
where's this, in California still?
I was in California, but I spoke to him on the phone. Okay. I knew him from Long Island, and he said to me, "Stay as long as you need
in adoration."
Okay, and like within reason, right? And so I was like, okay, I can just plant it, and basically helped me to see that there's something real happening here. Don't run from it.
That's really neat. I think a lot of people would have this experience if they had a spiritual director kind of guiding them, but you were kind of found you just had this hunger for the Eucharist, and you didn't even really know what was happening.
I didn't. Cool. It was overwhelming in a real way, and it was just. I mean, I was thinking about this on the plane here. I think they were some of the best days of my life. I had no idea where I was going, what I was doing, what was happening in my heart. Reform wasn't even a thought in my mind. It was definitely in the Lord's mind. And I just realized, like, okay, I actually thought this whole time that I was healthy. And I think like the most peaceful and grounded I feel is right now when I'm in your presence. And it doesn't matter all the other things, the striving, the CrossFit, the nutrition, just anything else I ever thought would define my health. Like those were important, but the most important thing was knowing who I was and knowing who the Lord was.
I want to tell you about Hallow, which is the #1 downloaded prayer app in the world. It's outstanding. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd. Sign up over there right now and you will get the first 3 months for free. That's like a lot of time. You can decide whether it's useful to you or not, whether it's helpful. If you don't like it, you can always quit. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd. I use it. My family uses it. It's fantastic. There are over 10,000 audio guided prayers, meditations, and music, including my lo-fi. Hallow has been downloaded over 15 million times in 150 different countries. It helps you pray, helps you meditate, helps you sleep better. It helps you build a daily routine and a habit of prayer. There's honestly so much excellent stuff on this app that it's difficult to get through it all. Just go check it out. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd. The link is in the description below. It even has an entire section for kids. So if you're a parent, you could play little Bible stories to them at night. It'll help them pray. Fantastic. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd. All right. I'll go get pork butt. Okay. But I'll wait till